Okay, so we're doing lift chains. Full disclosure, I did actually start this job already. I've taken a couple brackets off, gotten some hoses loose that are in the mast here, and so the next step for me is going to be, I'm just removing the chains. Then cut the chain to length, put the new anchors on, put it back in, get it back in service, because I have like, I don't know, 6 more trucks to work on today. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's hot. Alright, you gotta take the counter pins out of these chain anchors before you can get the nuts off. That because I only have one new one, so we're going to reuse that one because it's in good shape. 48 links. Okay, so we're going to get our box of chain out here. Alright, so just send these in 10-foot sections. Woo. My handy dandy paint pen here. So the next part is, I should probably buy like a chain brake, but I don't know. I haven't really looked that hard for one. Maybe I'll call my Snap-on guy. But what I normally do here is I'll just let me show you. I'm just gonna cut the head of that chain off and then I'll just hammer the pin through. It takes like 2 seconds with the old torcheroo. Crazy with the oxygen. That's it. Little something. Makes a big difference. When you go to handle these, you better put on your leather gloves because it's still a little hot. And then we just use a hammer and a punch. We're going to push this right through, and then we will hook up our stuff. no fun, and it's kind of difficult. We're gonna have to fish this chain over the roller and balance it and put something probably in there to keep it from moving so that I can attach the chain anchors. So the best thing I can do right now is go ahead and get my anchor pins ready to install. So, we gotta have our chain anchor here, and then here's our chain. I'm gonna grab the new one, the new pin. I'm just gonna work it in until it's through all the links. There it is. And then I'm going to add the next cotter pin. Okay, that's good there. So, there's that. Oh. Alright, you're not going to be able to see this really well, but I'll just show you here. So, right here is our new chain anchor. We're going to put it right in here, and I'm going to put the chain anchor nuts on it, and then I will be good for up here. Wherever that chain is, to go ahead and get the anchor mounted to this end right here of the chain. It'll be good. I'm gonna set you back. Watch me scumbag it. A lot of these nuts are still in really good shape. They don't look that great, but they are really good. So I'm just gonna reuse them. I have all new ones, but you know what, that's cute. See, boys, how many of you got a bag of nuts? New anchors. Ah! Okay, there it is. So, got our new anchor, and I'm actually going to get my new pin kit here. Get that set up. I just got to tighten up that nut until it stops and gets tight. I can tighten up this side so that it would take tension off of the other side. So now this chain right here is loose and ready for me to get it off of there. So hopefully I can break these. Break it loose. Oh, I'm glad I got this on camera. Those nuts broke free. I always have to cut them off with a torch. Real home after this. I'm going home. You got to end on a win. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. The other side, the inside is going to be that easy. Hey, did you guys see what I did with my cutters? I just had this tool in my hand. Alright. So now, you got to remove the cotter pin. Now I can get in here with the impact. I can own this thing. Pack the tools up. Time to go home. Time to go home. You know what you just witnessed there? A unicorn. These trucks, like these Crown RCs, they live their whole life in a 0-degree freezer, and then on about a 37 or 38 degree dock, and that temperature difference is enough for there to be just tons and tons of moisture. They'll drive these trucks outside in the parking lot to empty trash. And, you know, even though this stuff is heavy duty, none of the parts are galvanized or, you know, none of the chains anyway. This kind of stuff is designed or protected from really any kind of rust. I mean, they rust bad. So the fact that any of that came off today like this is proof that I need this video camera out all the time. Because the devil doesn't want evidence of how bad he hit me with a hammer on any given day. He wants no evidence, so here it is. All right, so next thing I need to do now is I got to get those pin anchors out, or at least one side out, so I can pull the chain through. Probably do the bottom one, I guess. Not bleeding, but I do need a new glove. A piece of this roll pin flew off and hit me. Let's see what I'm doing here. These anchors off is because the way that this mast is designed, the only way to get the chain out through the pulley is that you have two options. You can either take the chain pulley off, or you can take the chain anchor off and slide the chain through there. And I'm telling you right now, option B is the only option, because if you choose to take that chain pulley up there out, dude, schedule a meeting with the priest ASAP, with your rabbi, with whoever. Nice, and I can even reuse that. Great. So now I got to climb up there and pull the whole thing out of the truck. This will be way too easy in a shop. It's so much more challenging when you're on your hands and knees, crawling around on the floor. The funny part is I have a perfectly good bench just right there. I would probably do this on the bench, but the issue with that is that, you know, I have to cut this thing with a torch. See, this is where the chain brake comes in. Joe. Okay. I'm going to take a section of this chain to the Snap-on guy and tell him I need a chain brake that can easily do this one. Done. Problem solved. The next time you see me do this job, I have a chain brake, and I will do it all on the bench inside of my beautiful Ford truck. Okay. Alright. So now, all we have to do is rinse and repeat on the right side. I got so lucky today that all this stuff came apart. I don't even know. Dude, you guys can't even appreciate how lucky I got. Oh. Mostly because I just like using new parts. I'm going to put on a new anchor, new nuts if I can. Do everything. What I'd like to point out, probably you can see me sweating. It's November the 5th. No, I'm sorry. Yes, it's November the 5th. Today. Dude. Florida's a cool place to vacation, but it sucks to work outside, isn't it? Pretty much sucks to work outside at all. Stay in school, kids. They tell you about the trades. It's not true. Check for, make sure I got cotter pins and stuff on both sides of all the chain anchor pins. Checking for all locking nuts and everything else that go on there. I do not want this thing to come apart while some dude has 3,000 or 4,000 pounds, 15 feet in the air. Because you know exactly who's getting blamed for that. I gotta put this mounting plate back on. Loctite. How many use real Loctite instead of Polk County Loctite? You don't know what Polk County Loctite is? That's cross-threaded. But I have heard that a cross-thread is better than no thread. Hashtag Justin Sturgill Trucking. Good job, buddy. All right, here we go. Let me get this on. I'm using a blue because I'm hoping that the rust is going to help this thing out. This whole job is really hard, but the hardest part is about to be here, and that is putting these Sidflex hoses back on this thing. They suck. You're supposed to misstage the mast, but I will not be doing that. I really thought I had these tighter than this, but stuff up there off of its plastic pulley. This plastic's a great idea. Like that, so what we're going to do is I got to stop this rail from moving. Hoses are so tight, I'm going to have to misstage it. Let's see if that was enough. Is that enough? See if that was enough. Yeah. One. And two. So now all I have to do is find my mounting plate. I'm so glad this does not have a fourth function option. So the hardest part was getting these hoses back in, but see, I'm checking up back here to make sure I actually put like all of the, you can see it, all of the cotter pins, all the lock nuts. Now up here, you can see right there, let's see it. Gosh, this exposure's terrible. Now hold on. My phone is so hot right now because it's hot out here, dude. Oh, those new chains look nice. Okay, so see, this is what I have left right here is to put these lock nuts, cotter pins on. I'm just making sure that everything's still tight, and they are. The issue is that this chain had stretched out and it was like super loose and it would like flap in the breeze, and this adjustment was all the way, let's see, it was all the way here, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically the deal. Anyway, because I couldn't adjust that chain out, you can't let it flap in the breeze like that, because when the operator goes to actually lift the truck up, especially with a load, it like, you'll watch the chain pop tight. And after so many pulls, tight pulls like that with such a heavy load, the chain pops. So it scares everybody and makes them think that I'm not doing my job. So you got to, and now I didn't change every single one of them because all the rest of them, they all seem okay. So I'm going to go ahead and check all the adjustment stuff. But yeah, man, that's pretty much a wrap. I got a couple more jobs to do today, but that's it for this. Pretty much it for this. Do you really want to see me clean up? I didn't think so. See ya.